I got for selling me clothes, tuppence for selling me blanket. If ever I live for the soldier again, devil shall be me sorry.
Yeah. Right, ladies and gents, there we were. Observation unrecorded was knowledge lost, and here's Martin's little journal.
Just basically, as I say, pictures paint 1,000 words.
Yeah.
This was a first fire grill that I made out of the metal bits. Most of you know that I do bits and pieces projects. And obviously these are different types of fire.
Yeah. So I'm just going to try and capture some, just to give people an idea, because this is...
And it's sort of like a pictorial diary. And that's when I first went into hammocks, to try and find out what to use for hammocks.
Yeah.
And
trying to do the best filming I can.
my first starter kits. Bags that I already had, that was just trying to sort of work out how to pack them. These were the 2 coats I did.
Oh, brilliant,
I actually did this one. I've actually got this one.
Yeah.
But this one I'm waiting to get them blankets, a Cope.
Cope to go around.
Yeah, it's American.
So much, just really trying to, because you're a brilliant
So
illustrator.
I work out in my head first.
Yeah.
And then this is when I started trying to use a hammock.
Yeah.
Which I didn't find very comfortable, but obviously I worked at it, got all the bits and pieces, but that didn't work
There's all
for me. Just a little drawings where.
Yeah. Absolutely, but mate, this just needs to be digitised and put online, and this is your pension fund. And no, I'm not joking, mate.
Yeah.
If this was online, I'd like 15 quid to download it or something, mate.
It's not what people, they can find some of this out on
it's
the
all in one place, mate, isn't it?
internet. That's when I went into my sharpening side.
Yeah. So I'll try and...
There's a couple of me woodwork
benches. Do you want to just flip that round so... Yeah, that's it.
That one I made. I haven't made this one yet.
No.
But I did make that one. That one's complete.
Yeah.
Then it was all the hobo stove stage and the white spirits. Triangular.
Yeah, your cooks, isn't it? Oh, right.
Not inventing, inventing things. It's just recording what I went through.
Yeah. But
simple candle. Look, holding a candle.
Yeah.
Just putting.
With bits for every
Just little projects.
Yeah.
I went through. Oh, that was a buck saw I made. I've still got that.
Yeah. So I'll try and capture that, mate, just so people can have a look.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you what, mate. You know what I mean. It's just your illustrations stand out for themselves.
Yeah, that was the first oven I made. As in, goes on top of the firebox.
Yeah.
The old Frontier stove.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and that's it.
Just 2 baking tins, holes with clips on there, and it just closes up.
And it goes on your stove there, mate.
Same with the reflector oven.
Yeah.
I used that. When did I use that? Oh yeah, I used that at the winter gathering over at Camp Shaky.
Yeah.
So that worked. Still got that. There was making the lid for the old.
Yeah.
Well, they were quite expensive, the old heavy lids, weren't they?
They are. They still are, mate.
And the plastic one was no good, so I made a little tin one. Still got that.
Well, I've got to really capture this, mate. So there's the little supernumerary drawing, and then when you come up to the real one, I'm going to come out a little bit. And with all the explanations there and that, mate.
Yeah, just thoughts. If you sort of wake up and I just jot things down, and the next minute I draw.
I do, mate. Sometimes, and I'm not being funny here. Sometimes when I'm having a poo. Or no, seriously. Or do you know when you're trying to go to sleep and you've just got something on your mind?
You remember the old Stanleys?
Yeah.
The single walls.
Yeah,
if you drill a hole, simple metal spring, and that's straight over the old.
Yeah, I remember
that was
this
another thing. The old honey stove when that first came out.
Yeah.
Do you mucking about with the grills? The old BC Crusader.
Let's have a look at these ones, mate. Yeah. So
that was a little tiny pocket stove that goes inside of an tin, a small tin.
Yeah. Looks like be a white box.
Lixer to do that, don't they? That from China, mate.
I'll tell you what, you've got that.
Yes. Yeah. That was a fireboard. Yeah. Now that came out of an old Indian book.
Yeah.
Where they used to put the fire bit underneath, and gradually it wore a nice little well.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Hence, when you put the fire block on,
you
drill and your embers wouldn't go.
Brilliant.
And that's when I first got the stove. And like anything I get new, I like to do little alterations on it. So what I came up with was a stand that went either side, hence me doing on all other stoves with the gridding
Yeah.
to put your pots and pans rather than that's when I made my own axe paddle.
Yeah.
Showing you the different ways where I cut it.
I'm just going to put, because people, I'm sure, mate, if this was in PDF format, you know, you can put it on Amazon, would pay a, you know, your pension fund, mate. Yeah, no, I'm serious. I'm not joking, mate.
And this was made out of road pins.
Yeah.
Now it's a triangle
Yeah.
with a ring over the actual U-bits, and then that's act as either a single tripod or a double tripod over the fire. That's still got that. That was when I first had the firebox, when I made another little grill add-on to it.
Yeah.
And that was the first drill. Sandy showed me how to do that.
Yeah.
First one at Bazza. Oh, they're just a little camper table. It was the first time when I got the parachute for Bazza.
Yeah.
Some of you may have seen the films. I was going through a hammock stage chair, making like you do, Ed.
Yeah.
You remember that stove, don't you? The
Yes, mate.
original one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I had a jet boil, the Stanley Cook set, which was still underrated that as a pan.
Oh.
And that is over there.
Yeah.
Hence me working out
what you wanted to put
what I
in it.
want to do, because it's a visual rather than a just saying, right, that can go in there, that can go in there. And they were the little bags I had. That was an experiment that didn't work. And it was a Nesmuk's shanty. What it was, made out of PVC tube. Yeah?
Yeah.
With all the joints.
Yeah.
Making it in a baker tin side.
Yeah.
And then putting a tarpaulin over the top.
Yeah. Which is an idea I'm with you about.
It
mate.
was just a little idea. And you remember that?
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's the most.
Hence.
Yeah.
The tarpaulin to give you a bit of extra room at the end to put your stove.
But you know, I'm mudging about, mate, with doing a
and that was the outcome of it when I actually used it at one of the meets. And I always wanted to do that, like I told you.
Yeah.
That was my original drawing before I gave it to Bilmo.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know the old.
Yeah.
And I managed to try it the last time we was out.
Yeah, and you kicked in it, mate.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah.
So that was on an actual A-frame freestanding. I designed that originally.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I designed it.
No.
It was my version of it.
Yeah. But that's brilliant. And just you don't need to change anything here, mate.
No.
You even spent all the words right.
And then obviously Maisie, my boat, the Savoy, Maverick Outdoors, famous type of boat.
Yeah.
Which obviously I worked out how to put the camera on, and just the ideas of floating and what gear I needed.
But you know, this is the dogs watch it, you know.
Right, and then we came into the canvas era, just making shelters purposely built with the just a single canvas, because I went off nylon and you know the DD. Well, you all know that one, the 5-man tent I had previously.
Yeah.
I managed to do some pegs, ash pegs, and obviously got the Frontier stove in it, which I used. That's my A-frame again. And you remember the washing machine I did?
Yeah.
Was 2 versions. That was the original version, and the grating that everybody used.
Yeah.
And then there was I started sharpening.
Yeah.
So En's putting ideas for sharpening, or ideas of other people, how to make a block up. So took the DC4 within a recess, and then obviously you sandpaper your different grits in holes that were pushed in the side. Still got
mate.
that.
Yeah, that's a good idea, mate. Yeah.
They were the bamboo sticks I made, where you put survival tubes inside.
Yeah.
Just a bit of
I've still got an idea on that
a
as well,
list.
mate.
The old hobo stove.
Yeah. There's even that one there, mate.
Yeah, that's the gridding for the 2 Coleman stoves underneath,
Yeah.
so you still had a nice space to hold everything.
On top, yeah.
This was the original chopping block, but I've changed it now and I've got a frame underneath that you've seen recently, where it holds it a bit more sturdy than the 3 legs. That was my zebra pots, but the, what do you call them, the Russian doll effect.
Yeah.
Well, obviously you had the 16mm one and everything, and then obviously they'll go inside,
Yeah.
so you end up with 1 bag.
Yeah. Nice, mate.
the old tripods and the old squirrel cooker which I
Just on
bought.
that, mate. Yeah. Your illustrations don't need changing, mate. You know, it's just you've got a little talent here, mate, and people would shell out.
Oh, that was working out the bed chair. You remember the sides that came
Yeah.
out? Well, I'd already done originally before they came out.
Yeah.
There were originally fishing designs,
Yeah.
but I made a couple myself.
Yeah.
That was just another idea of a tunnel out of the old Arctic tent. And this was the washing machine tub I did.
Yeah.
That was the original part, that
Yeah.
part. Then I put a barbecue bit underneath, which was another base of a washing machine, and there was my reflector oven.
Yeah.
And that actually did work. I've still got that.
No, nice one, mate. And you can see how it's, you know.
Oh, that was the old IKEA
Hobo.
Hobo.
Yeah.
But I purchased these, which were light titanium,
I've got,
and
yeah.
they just fit
I've
on
seen
there.
that, yeah, I've seen that, mate. Look, first time you come
And I
over
made
here.
toaster trays. That
Yeah.
worked.
Yeah.
What was that one? Oh, it was just a bug out bag, looked like a day bag.
No, let's have a little.
But
Yeah.
working out, you know, what I'd put and where I'd put
Because
things.
that to me literally looks a little bit like the military grab bag, which I got one, mate.
Yes, yeah, it was. It
Yeah.
was the match up to the old NT.
MTP, yeah.
And this was the belt I did. You remember the shoulder harnesses?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I converted it into the brackets, changed the leather to hold under your arm.
Yeah. I'm
So in
going to
other
do
words,
this for this neck-
concealment.
I'm going to do that for this neck knife because it's too. I don't like it. If that
Here.
makes sense. Yeah.
Because
I'm gonna
everything
do
you
like a
bent
shoulder
over,
holster
it
for
used to dangle in front,
front
of you.
of you.
So I thought,
Yeah,
I don't
no,
want it.
exactly the same, mate.
I put it all under here and it clipped, and everything clips onto it. I've still got the
Yeah.
holster, the knife, Jackwell knife. The axe went in a little hold hole which
Yeah.
I've got on the end of there.
Yeah.
So everything was
I'm very much-
concealed under a
Yeah,
jacket.
very close to doing something very similar, mate.
That was the conversion I did on the Frontier stove, because you had to leave the door open to get the air in to get
Yeah.
it flowing. I drilled some holes and put like a flange piece on there,
Oh, we like a bit of flange.
and it regulates the air intake of the
Very
air,
well, yeah.
and that worked out quite well.
Yeah.
Right, this was the Baker tent. Now there's a lot of work on this one.
Mm.
Was the winter skin. Hence you saw the film I did with
Yeah.
the winter skin. And then it took me quite a while, but after working and doing various adjustments and various, it did work. Oh, that was the canvas bedroll from Winchester.
Yeah.
Just doing my little tiny bits.
Yeah, I'm going to stop, mate. Hang on a sec.
Oh,
But just carrying on, ladies and gents, because I'll tell you what, this is interested in me, and I'm sure it's going to be interesting. I'll put this up as a separate film, mate. But again, that's a Baker tent, and that all of
Yeah.
the details of.
Yeah, they're just alterations I did to the Baker tent, to the
Yeah.
actual framework.
Yeah.
As you can see, circle there,
Yeah,
and then I brought it up to plan.
fine. I mean, this, you know what I mean?
And little toggles that I did for the various. This is when I did the inside, and then I worked out all of the sizes
Yeah.
and all
Before
of
you went away and made it, mate.
before I went away and made it. Then this is the original fire pit Mark 1. This was before Ian put the sides on, which
Yeah.
we talked about afterwards.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good many years when we started talking about it.
Yeah. But yes, mate.
And then obviously I made the canvas bag for
For
it
it.
to
fit in.
go in.
And your trolley there, mate. 'cause I'm
Trolley.
just trying to give people
Just did them alterations to the trolley to give it a bit more solidness.
Yeah.
Then the old gilly kettle.
Okay, so sorry for the filming, ladies and gents. This is ad hoc. Didn't even know it was coming here
I
today.
wanted to make a bag for it, so
Yeah.
everything went in one bag because their bags weren't quite.
No.
Just
The old,
put my own touch
The
to
old
it.
French gas mask
Yeah.
patch, but just brilliant for them, mate.
Yeah.
And again, we're talking Baker
Yeah, this
tent.
was that one where you remember we had dibs when we were on.
Well, you got to it before I did, yeah.
But Ian and Woody Wood Prepper's got it now because I've gone on to canvas.
Yeah. Oh, what is that? The silver-sided one?
That's the silver-sided one, yeah.
Right, because I did like that, mate.
And then that's the trays I did, if you remember, on the
Yeah.
sides of the Woody Wood Prepper, and obviously Woody had, Ian had put the back and the sides on,
Yeah,
which
so I've got
made it a
few things
lot
I've got to make for him,
better.
because he gave me a smaller one of them, mate. A few bits there.
And I got a rotary, which works very well.
Yeah.
Sits over the top of that.
Mike Smith told me he's got a motorised rotary, and I just called him.
Now you'll know this bit. This
Oh,
is with
yeah.
the Lavu,
Yeah,
and if you remember, the tabs
yeah,
tore a little,
yeah.
but it was
then
my own
just-
fault.
It was just
Side
mate,
stress,
yeah,
wasn't it? And then obviously there were all my woodwork benches that I've made, and
Yeah.
obviously collected the tools, and obviously the RV5 that I've got now working out
Who's
what
who
we
and what's
do.
what. More
there's
rucksacks,
yeah,
mate.
more
I've-
rucksacks.
I've got it on me.
Oh no, these were my 2 River Island ones.
Right.
And obviously that for the day, and this for a camp out for a couple of nights. Now, this is the alteration I did. I reinforced the 3 tabs at the back.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
And then this obviously taut rope, which you'd use as to put a a tarp over. All I've done was put a stainless steel rod,
Yeah.
push the rope through, and it clips onto the back to bring that front down.
Down. Yeah.
So that make it more weatherproof if
Yeah.
it was
Definitely.
inclement
mate.
weather.
Yeah.
So that was born out of that time we were at the lake.
Yeah. So it's just that recent then, mate. Yeah.
That was recent, yeah. And then obviously you'd seen the trolley I'd made for my RV2 bag
Yeah.
out of an old golf trolley.
Yeah. No, don't, mate.
Yeah.
Don't knock it. You
And
So
the little
yourself
add-ons to the I forgot what they're, little bugs.
Yeah. The little bug stove.
Yeah,
Which I've seen, mate.
yeah. That was the change to the wooden block.
Yeah.
Idea using it for the and then this was the obviously new one, the Mini Me,
Yeah.
which we got recently.
Yeah.
And all I did was make a bag for it.
Yeah. And that is because
That's the latest one.
Yeah.
Or the Mini Me as I call
Woody
it.
give me one of them, mate. I've
Yeah.
even yet to.
They're
But,
brilliant. Then obviously my collection for the belt,
Yeah.
and obviously I started to work out what kits I would carry. Most of the stuff was on there that is on there now, and just listing it really. And these are the last recent projects. The cow horn
Yeah. Mike.
that Mike's bought. He said, would I do something with it? And obviously I
Even
made a
like the
bag
leather
for
strap.
it, a leather strap holster for it.
We like a bit of leather strap, don't we, Land?
Beeswax the inside
Oh, sorry, madam.
and rapeseed all the outside, and I did some engraving,
Yeah.
which you saw. And then hence the bags, the recent bags for the made out of wax.
Yeah.
And they were the carvings I did.
That was the.
And this was the
you just used that today, didn't you?
yes, we used that today, and we got Dave said it was okay.
Yeah. Certainly got the old job done there, mate.
Yeah. And then my latest project is making a box for my Petromax stove.
Yeah. And he said you wanted it in there.
Yeah, and obviously the fuel as well, and then a slide down
Where you
to
from that, mate?
because you know how flimsy they are if
The
you get them in a
bottle.
pack, and
Yeah.
and really it's looking after it really.
Yeah. And not only that, mate, I'm going to say, the first time I saw that, mate, I said, oh, that's your pension fund. That was some while ago, mate. You are retired now. I reckon, keep it simple. Get that into a PDF format, okay, mate? And people can say, I'm going to say £10. I'm just pulling some figures out there now, mate. And then they pay you £10 by PayPal, and or you could say, well, it's a £5 or £6 or £7. I'm not just, but there are some really.
Will I get to the end, I wonder?
Well, I bloody hope so.
Huh?
You'll be able to fill that up.
But the thing is, mate, I reckon people would pay you for that, mate, and you can just email it to them when it's in a PDF format.
It's just using my imagination, and if it comes into my head something I can improve, or
So
we all do little things. Oh, I'll do this. I mean, Matt goes, he'll do
Yeah.
this to do that, and it bounces off.
and you always improve upon it, mate. No, seriously, I reckon that Sandy said, I reckon that's got legs, mate. PDF format, X amount of money, PayPal it to me, and I'll send you one via email. Serious? No, I'm not joking, mate. No, he's selling himself short. He is. It's not just me being nice to Marty because I want to be in his will for his kit, like when he pops off the mortal coil. But you know, it's serious. There's some serious stuff you got there, mate. And you're obviously very innovative. That's a big word. Don't ask me to spell it.
Initiative.
Anyway, ladies and gents, I'll crack on now. But that's a spanking bit of work there, lads. And Marty, I'm going to be perfectly honest, mate. You're very humble. I think you sell yourself a bit short there, mate. Job done. So obviously, ladies and gents, if you want to comment on that, I'll stick this up as a separate film. Would you pay X amount of money for it? And it wouldn't have to be a great deal, would it? You know what I mean? Right, ladies and gents, take care.